A few septims for my... It's so good to... Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. The divine
Destruction.
smile on a
Ugh.
charitable soul.
Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts us all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful. Mm-hmm.
The Dunmer gets their drinks at the new Nissus
Beyond-
Corner Club.
I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught. They say they're too busy with the war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own? Huh? What's it say? Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years, as long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the
Right out
steward.
here.
He'll
I
listen to
stand it.
you.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, you're going to have a real problem.
Whatever you've heard, I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winter. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like? I know it well, or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the necromancer's amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordus of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
And let them die.
Fresh fruit and vegetables for sale. No! Someone help me, please!
Where'd you come from?
Speak to you, Naranya. Rumor is you've got ties to the Thieves Guild.
What a waste.
What happened?
give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. Izmir's beard. The man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future.
He knows
Travel
that.
safe.
They all
It's
know
dangerous
that.
out there.
How long are you going to...
Harkon Short's was his undoing. In his lust for power, he failed to consider the full consequences of his plans.
For your help, I'm sending word to the Orc strongholds that you... May your next fight bring you victory, friend.
Zareen needs help with her project to improve our crossbows. And if that doesn't interest you...
Speak with Gunmar. He has something for you. All right, then.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
Congratulations, friend. If you're putting yourself in harm's way, you'd best be prepared. Take these. Eastrun had a surprising stockpile of weapons and armor. Take a look. Working metal isn't easy. Let me show you a few things. This is fine for now. I found another beast hiding from the light of day. He's holed up with a group of necromancers. We need to destroy him before he turns his comrades into a brood of vampires.
While I doubt we'll ever be truly rid of vampires in Skyrim, you've certainly made it a much safer place for now. Well, I suppose I'd rather be here than most other places in Skyrim. If Isran needs me, it must be pretty bad. I wonder what we're up against here. Yes, these vampires are a new threat, and a truly deadly one. Gunmar and I agree that we're going to need Florentius to help. Gunmar and I have a lot of work to do here, so we were hoping that maybe you could track him down. He's a priest of Arkay. Well, he was. It's complicated. He's a little eccentric, but we can trust him, and we could definitely use his skills. Well, that's the thing. We don't know where he is. Haven't seen him in years. I think he had regular contact with the Vigilance, and I know Isran kept track of them. So maybe you could ask Isran if he knows anything? Just keep in mind that well, he might not like the idea. Hope you're getting along with Isran. He'd take some getting used to. The two of them just never got along. That's why Isran didn't have you go looking for him when he sent you after us. A basic one, of course. That is, assuming you know anything about steelsmithing. It's pretty simple. Talk to Gunmar if you need materials. It's not easy to get supplies way out here, but I'm managing. Take a look. The two of them just never got along. That's why Isran didn't have you go looking for him when he sent you after us. I like what Isran has done with the place. It's good to see someone else who's... I want to add some punch to our crossbow capabilities. I've done all I can. I've always been fascinated with Dwemer artifacts. I take them apart, poke around in their guts, and try to figure things out, with mixed results. But as luck would have it, I've tracked down the location of some actual Dwemer diagram drawings. So, if you'd be a dear and collect those plans for me? Until next time. Very few people appreciate all the horrible things that can happen to you if you're not being cautious.
It's good to speak to you again. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can... Absolutely. I can... Absolutely. I can... Absolutely. I can... Absolutely. I... Absolutely. I... Absolutely. I... Absolutely. I... Absolutely. I can only do 20 at a time. So... Absolutely. I can... Certainly. I can only do 20 at a time. But I see that won't be a problem in this case. Farewell, friend. O of Auriel shield you from your enemies.
Talk to Captain Garland.
Seeking passage to Solstein? Well, I guess nothing bad happened the last time. Fine. We'll sail as soon... Right then. Let's be off.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Captain Gallen does the business around here. I'm just a ship's mate.
I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Counselor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent. All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the ash spawn. Please, go speak to the second counselor as soon as possible.
Thank you for coming. The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head. It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvain himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions. It may be justified, but it certainly isn't appreciated. Councillor Morvain simply feels that I'm being paranoid. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. And I don't want it to come to that. I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Ravenrock. Ravenrock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing. I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me. I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Ravenrock and see if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner Club. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. I can't afford to make any mistakes. I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what. You might think it's all perfume and roses now that the mine's open, but all I see is a new security problem on our hands. Making sure those shipments of ebony make it safely from the mine to the shipping docks is my new order of the day. And with Solstheim crawling with reavers and Azora knows what else, I can't risk any attacks on Ravenrock. Don't worry, you... And trust Geldis. He's been with us for a long time.
I work for Mogrul. You got a problem? Talk to him.
Oh, hello. You looking for a handout?
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest sujammer that will ever grace your lips. The finest sujammer to cross your lips, friend. My own personal formula that I call Sadri's Sujammer. In fact, I've just added some new ingredients to the mixture that I think makes it taste better than ever. All I need to do is get the word out that it's ready, and they'll flock here for it. I was kind of hoping you'd say that. Here, take these samples of the Sujammer and spread the word. If you get rid of all of them, there's something extra in it for you.
It's busier now that things are starting to
Come
look
on.
up.
Well,
guess I might
Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Azura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulans for years now. No, I just think he's going about this the wrong way. Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you. There's an Ulan ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for. What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redoran Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead, and didn't show up. You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up. Just get them to taste my sujama. Once they take a sip, they'll sell itself.
Excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer. Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead. Oh, no bother. We all have a right to be here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit.
One moment.
I hope Gelder's proof. What? Oh, no, thank you. I need to keep my head clear. Telesu. Are you sure? So Geldus's plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it. I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen. If you have evidence, and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck. Be careful. If the
Your
Severins
actions here have been a blessing to us. Always a pleasure to taste anything Geldis comes up with. Next time you're hungry, stop by.
You've been a good friend.
I always have.
Perfect. I was just thinking about heading over for a drink. Thanks for saving me the trip. Bring your weapons to me. I'll fix it up right.
Oh, how kind. Thank Gelders for me, won't you? Good journey, traveler.
If you ever need apothecary supplies, talk to my wife,
It's
Milori.
busy. Geldis needs to bottle this up and send it to the mainland instead of wasting his time out here. His drinks are outstanding. Thanks. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over.
Did you find any
leave no
evidence?
stone
What? Oh, no, thank you. I need to keep my head clear. Be careful.
Come on. I know you're in here. Huh? Must have been nothing.
was that?
Someone's in here with us.
It's not my time.
Kill the beast. Years of planning. House Lalu will have its revenge.
He draws near, the master calls.
Did you find it? Then all that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice. Good. I'm going to send 2 of the best Rerenn Guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can. See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away. What? Oh, no, thank you. I need to keep my head clear.
Oh,
what is it?
Mind sleeps.
You ready for it?
I am his hand.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Bazol! Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Done and done.
Who's there?
Bazol!
and done. Where'd you come from?
Bazol!
That'll teach you. Who's there?
One moment. You look familiar. Can I help you?
Well, what happened? Well, then, it's finally over. What of the Reverend Guard I sent to assist you? Damn it. I was hoping to protect our people by sending them, not end up with casualties. To think that Vendel would stoop so low as to hire those fetchers. I'm glad you killed him. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Councillor Morvain will be quite pleased when he hears about this. What? Oh, no, thank you. I need to keep my head clear. Villa Ulen wasn't the first Ulen to live in Raven Rock. His father, Valen Ulen, was one. Unlike his son, Villa, Valen was a good man. He contributed to the community and was quite respected. When Valen died, his family provided the funds to construct the tomb. The Ulen family being a part of House Lalu didn't matter. It's Dunmer's tradition for the ashes of the deceased to be placed in an ancestral tomb. Valen Ulen and his son's remains were both laid to rest there because that's what he'd requested. Follow me, and I'll take you to the Councillor so you can speak to him yourself.
One moment. You look familiar.
Excuse me, Councillor Morvain. I have some wonderful news.
Adriel, I haven't seen a smile on your face like that in a long time.
This visitor has single-handedly dealt with a threat that could have ended your life. Vendel, Telesue, and Miri Severin weren't who they appeared to be. I'm afraid they were here to avenge Villa Ulen's death.
Vendel? But he's done so much for Raven Rock. How could this be possible?
They did it to gain our confidence, Councillor. They had us all fooled. I should have been more vigilant. I'm sorry.
Don't say that. It's not your fault, old friend. And you, step forward. What you've done for me, for all of Raven Rock, goes far beyond what I would have expected from a traveler to our town. For this, you have my deepest gratitude. Now, I'm certain Adriel was prepared to reward you appropriately for everything you've done. However, since a bit of coin hardly seems like enough, I've decided to provide something more substantial. Since the Severin family, or whoever they were, turned out to be criminals, their property is now forfeit. As Councillor, I hereby award you Severin Manor, and everything contained within. You've earned your citizenship here, and I hope you'll consider staying with us as a member of our community.
I can't thank you enough for reopening the Ebony Mines. You've brought light to the darkness, my friend.
One moment. You look familiar.
Now,
our hands once were
You
idle.
there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here.
prove them.
Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here? Mirak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years.
And when the world
I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there.
Here do we toil.
Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on, and I would be unable to see how this all turns out.
By night we recline.
Building something, clearly, and yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish. Are we done? I thought so.
Avoid these types of ruins.
He grows ever near to us.
You must fight against what is controlling you. We must leave this place.
Our eyes once were
You
blinded.
there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here? I am Freya of the Scar. I am here to either save my people, or avenge them. I am unsure. Something has taken control of most of the people of Solstheim. It makes them forget themselves, and work on these horrible creations that corrupt the stones, the very land itself. My father Storn, our shaman, says Mirak has returned to Solstheim, but that is impossible. Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now. We need to find a way into the temple below. His story is as old as Solstheim itself. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most. But unlike most, he turned against them. He made his own path, and his actions cost him dearly.
Where'd you come from?
The stories say he sought to claim Solstheim for himself. Allmaker, protect me! Hazol!